Hey, Mama. Good morning, everybody. Today is a beautiful day. Technically, it's beautiful even though it's cold because the sun is out, and I am looking forward to taking a nice little walk with the kids a little bit later after I take care of some business. But I just wanted to take a little bit of time to sit and talk to you guys. So I'm feeding Tahila. She's eating baby food. She's in this cute, adorable little chair. You can see. Say hi, Mama. She's in this little chair that has a tray that she likes to sit in. And so I'm able to feed her in this little chair. And I just turn the thing around and, I have the camera on the floor. I'm sitting on the floor. So, you want more? Okay. I'm sitting on the floor, so you're probably not going to see me that well. But that's okay. So, I was just thinking, I took a shower today, and it was like the first time that I took a long shower, especially during the daytime, because the kids are like so, they're so attached to me, and we're in an unfamiliar place, so it's not that convenient for me to like leave for a certain period of time and leave them in the room, especially like unsupervised. So I try not to do that too much unless my ankles are ashy. I took a long shower. I didn't say I had time to lotion up. That would be reaching. That would definitely be reaching. Because, I took a shower for like 30 minutes. So actually, I'm going to put some lotion on in a minute. But, today, I was thinking, and so I thought I'd share my thoughts. So, I think I could take a little break because she's not crying over eating right now. So today I was thinking, and, well, it started off with me being in the shower, and, well, actually, no, it started off yesterday when I was making something to eat, and I just had, like, this overwhelming feeling of, like, fear. Just fear, like, fear of the unknown, fear of if I'm doing the right thing, if I'm making the right decision, if I did the wrong thing, if I, what if like he moves on? What if he, like, what am I gonna do? Like, how am I gonna get over this? What if, like, when we start co-parenting, if we do co-parent, what if he, like, has someone else or has other kids? And my mind just started going off into a completely different direction. And let me just say, you are by no means, sorry, I'm just trying to get comfortable because it's kind of uncomfortable sitting like this. Hold on, let me get a pillow. Jalen, what are you doing? Hold on. Sit down. Sit down and eat your snack, honey. Eat your snack. A. That's the letter A. Okay. I had to get comfortable. I'm kind of uncomfortable right now. What was I saying? Oh, right. So, just a bunch of negative thoughts just started creeping into my mind. And I just started thinking, like, what if I'm not doing the right thing? And I just started panicking. And basically, for a split second, um, I started feeling like I should leave and I should go back before I actually like get the movers and stuff like that to help me move. And I just started freaking out, and I was like, I was thinking that maybe like, then I just started thinking about the holidays, and I'm like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, and you know, I wanted a home for my family, for my children, and you know, I want them to be able to have stability and grow, and I don't want them to be around strangers for the holidays. I don't want them to be in a tiny room, and you know, I wanted to buy a tree and decorate our house, and you know, like pretty much just make it as comfortable and cozy for them as possible. But then also I wanted to try and make up for the fact that I feel like they are missing their dad. So it was just a lot of things. And as those feelings were going through my mind, I started to get like, my heart started beating really fast. I started having like palpitations, and I just started feeling so overwhelmed, and my knees felt weak. It was just a lot. And I started getting scared, and I started doubting myself, and I started saying, Jada, what are you doing? You know, why did you do this? And then in that moment, I said to myself, no, I know I'm doing the right thing, because if I didn't do what I did, then I wouldn't be able to have peace of mind. I wouldn't be able to sleep. I wouldn't be able to be like, in a weird way, at peace and calm. So I started to talk to myself, which I'm not crazy. But I think that one of the important things that we should really work on doing for ourselves is talking to ourselves, because a lot of times we depend on people and friends and things like that to encourage us or make us happy, and we don't really appreciate the insight, the knowledge, and the positive affirmations and things that we can do for ourselves. And the Bible says that, you know, words are powerful, and that we can shape our life by our words. We can, you know, speak things that be not as though they were. And the Bible says the power of life and death is in the tongue. So if you think about it, if you think negative thoughts and you feed on it and you let it grow, it becomes something where it pretty much makes you feel whatever it is that you're thinking. So imagine like being scared and thinking about something happening to someone you love, right? And once you think about something scary, automatically your mind your mind and your body doesn't realize that it's a thought that you're entertaining. So it doesn't know the difference between the actual thought and the actual thing happening. The fear that you feel, the emotional thing that you feel is... Hold on, my son is watching something that I don't really like, so I'm going to change it. Alright, I'm back. I just put some lipstick on. because my lips are chapped, and I don't know about you guys, but when my lips are chapped, I start talking funny, and I can't really move my mouth. So because I am going through some financial difficulties, I am not able to buy like high-end products. I should probably put the light on. Hold on. See if that makes it better. I'm not able to buy high-end products, so I got this lipstick from the beauty store locally where I live, and it was $1, so it's not bad. That's pretty nice. I am like the person that can be like a diva on a budget. I can look so nice, I can dress my stuff up so nice, and literally spend like nothing. And when I say spend nothing, I mean like I'll spend nothing because I'll use old things, like things that I've had for a long time, because I'm the type of person that uses something until it's pretty much gone. Jalen, be careful. Watch out for your plate, honey. Watch out for your plate, Papa. Watch out. Anyway, so going back to what I was saying. So those thoughts that we have in our mind, right? They cause negative reactions in our body. You start like feeling pain in your body. You start getting headaches. You start getting palpitations. You can start getting like anxiety attacks. For me, all of those things that I just said are very true. So it's very important to control your thoughts, and it's very important to take control of your thoughts when they start getting out of control, and when they start like just really pressuring you into believing that you're doing something wrong, because sometimes we think that other people are our own worst enemies. Not our own worst enemies, but we think other people are our enemies, and we think other people are out to get us, but it's really ourselves that are our own worst enemies. And I'm going to do like another topic on pretty much why we even start to think that way and where those thought processes come from, because it's all developed. It's all developed. They're all things that we learn. It's all learned behavior. So part of, if you've been in an abusive relationship, you know that you have been taught to doubt yourself, whether it be because the abuser doesn't want you to lean on your own thoughts, your own values, your own beliefs, things that... Come here, Papa. Oops. Be careful, baby. They don't want you to trust yourself, because they know that when you start thinking about the things that they're doing to you and you realize it's not right, and the feeling that you feel inside, like that it's not right, they don't want you to trust that feeling, because then you are starting to be on to what they're doing to you, and then the more that you start to trust your own judgment and not theirs, they can't manipulate you, they can't confuse you, they can't have you in a state of fear, because you start to learn things for yourself, or you start to really draw from your own feelings, your conclusions about the situation from your own feelings. So like one of the things that I was thinking about is how when you start to... I don't know how much space I have on my phone, because I've been recording videos lately, and so it might cut off. If it does, I'm gonna do a part 2, and I'll just add it to the bottom. But so one of the things that you have to understand is that if you're gonna get over these attachments, these toxic relationships, whether it be romantic or platonic or business or social, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you really start to be in tune with what's going on in your body, in your mind, in your soul. We are physical bodies, but we're also spiritual. And the Bible says first comes the spiritual, then the natural. So if we are like on top of being in an abusive relationship and being with someone who controls everything, if we're not connected to what we think, how we feel, and we're not encouraging ourselves or picking ourselves up or stopping negative self-talk, we're pretty much lost. We're just an empty vessel that's just a ship without a sail. We're just lost, and anybody can direct us to where they want us to go. Anybody could tell us what they want us to do, and we're just going to do it. We're just going to go, right? Because we have no direction. We don't know what we're going to do with our lives. We don't know what we're here for. And we find our identity through the person that we're with, because they tell us that this is what's right, that this is who you are, that this is what you're thinking, this is why you're doing what you're doing, this is what makes you tick. And so we learn to trust other people's opinions or feelings or whatever about ourselves, and we learn not to trust ourselves. So the really, really, really important thing to know is that as you're going through this process of detoxing yourself from these toxic people, it's very important to talk to yourself constantly and daily. And I'm not talking about having conversations with yourself where you're responding like, hey, what did you do today? I don't know. Like, okay, that's a little, there's no judgment here, but I'm not talking about like talking to yourself as if you have like mental issues, which I'm not saying anything about anybody that has mental issues, but I'm saying there's a difference between someone who's mentally ill, who just talks and has conversations with themselves, and people that are intentionally talking to themselves to minister to themselves, build themselves up, encourage themselves, and manifest things in their life, right? So even if you don't believe in the Bible, if you don't believe in God, you know there are people that believe and know that you can manifest the life you want just through your words, just through your confession, just by the things that the words that come out of your mouth, the things that you say. So I want to encourage you to, number one, be present as much as possible. And it's been very difficult for me to be present at times because I'm so used to being in a whirlwind of chaos that it's hard for me to pay attention to what's really going on in my world because it's too painful. So when you start to feel things, you start to feel things. But you need to be able to feel things in order to heal those things. So if you don't feel the experience of being rejected or being hurt or being abused or any of those things, if you don't feel those things, then you're not able to heal those things because you're sweeping it under the rug. You're covering it up with entertainment or things and relationships, and most of the time they're relationships that are not beneficial to you. They're really just people that are there to distract you so that you don't have to worry about those things. But then if you ever realize or notice when you go home or when you're by yourself, you're lonely, you're unhappy, you're miserable, and then that's why those attachments to those toxic people are so much stronger, because you don't want to deal with your issues, you don't want to be by yourself, and you don't want to like own up to the fact that you've made some really bad decisions and you've caused a lot of the problems in your life. And I'm not saying that to say that what people do to you is wrong. I'm saying that to say, and I've said this before, and I strongly believe in this, that we allow people to treat us badly, whether it's intentionally or not intentionally, whether it's learned behavior because we've been through things in our lives as children, and we weren't validated or we weren't taught about self-worth or self-value, or whether you've been in a bad relationship and been abused and you kind of just started to take on somebody else's own perception of you or their own estimate of what your worth is. Either way, what you're doing is you're allowing it. What happened to me, I opened the door for it to happen. So what he did to me wasn't right, and what happened to me wasn't right, but I kept taking him back when I knew I shouldn't have. I kept saying that maybe he'll change or maybe things will be better when it wasn't gonna change. And I had like toxic hope that things would get better, or I thought that I saw too much good in everybody, and so I just thought that there has to be something in there that is worth holding on to. And then when you add your time and children, if you have children involved, like all these things cause more of a reason why you want to hold on and why you want to try to make things work. But then you have to realize that you want some chapstick? Come here. You have to realize that everybody is not for you, and everybody is not going to see the light that you possess and encourage it. Say hi. I mean, hi to mamas. You want your toy? Everybody's not going to do that. And the reason being is because when you're an independent person, or when you're confident and you're strong and you have a light about you, it intimidates people. It makes people very uncomfortable, because most people are being controlled by somebody or something, whether it's an addiction, whether it's a bad relationship, whether it's the desire to have money or power. Everybody's being controlled by something. And when people see people that are free, and they can be broke, they can be in the eyes of other people, not attractive or not physically fit or whatever the case may be, but they're free, people don't like it. So when somebody sees you and they see that you're hurt, and instead of trying to help you heal and recover, because they see that there's something great in you, and instead of pretty much refining that diamond in the rough, they subdue it and they put it under deeper into the dirt, and they make you where you're pretty much submerged with just baggage and dirt and pain. They do those things because they don't want you to rise above. They don't want you to become a diamond. They don't want you to be a queen. They don't want you to be a king. They don't want you to be valued, because they feel no value and no self-worth in themselves. And it's really true, the saying that people say. Thank you. Okay. Have some? Yes. Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit more and that's it. The saying, hurting people hurt people, is so true. It's so true. Because people that hurt, you want to go watch your show? Watch your show? Oh, go ahead, finish watching your show. Careful. No, you want your truck. So your truck. So the saying that hurting people hurt people is very true. And so that is why, whether you are a victim or an abuser, you have to work on yourself before you get into relationships or entertain friendships. Like, I'm not gonna lie. First of all, I'm a great friend. My fault in being a friend is that I tend to get too much into it. And I have a lot of things that go on in my life, and so I have a hard time with keeping in touch with people that I love. And I can love you, and I can, encourage you. Any friendship that I have with somebody, I'm very encouraging. It's gonna be positive and beneficial. The only thing is that I don't necessarily know how to, and I'm gonna say that this is circumstantial, because a lot of times I've been in abusive relationships and been with people that were very controlling and didn't want me to have friends, didn't want me to be around my family, didn't want me to go anywhere. I had to stay in the house. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even wear my makeup. I couldn't put lipstick on. I couldn't have extensions if I wanted to, or wear a weave or a wig or whatever. I couldn't wear certain clothes. It was just very... What are you doing? What are you doing? Relax, baby. Mommy's talking. Okay, I'm gonna take the toy if you don't stop, because mommy's talking. You're gonna drop the phone. Can you play with your toys over here? He gets like, sometimes when kids start to see that you're having too much fun, they like to chime in a little bit. But, what was I saying? Oh, man. And the thing is, this is not scripted and this is not planned. I'm just talking about what is on my mind. So, I don't really have any, like, bulletins or pinpoints to what I'm trying to say. So when you develop your sense of worth and you work on the issues that you have and you work on healing those things, then it becomes easier for you to be able to relate to other people, right? To have healthy relationships, beneficial relationships. So for me, I know it's circumstantial that I'm not always accessible to people at times because I have been in controlling relationships, like I said. So it's caused me not to be the best friend that I could be. But that's really the only reason why. Because other than that, I'm there. But now that I'm going through what I'm going through, and a lot of friendships, if not all, or majority of the friendships that I have pretty much fizzled out, which I realize that not everybody's going to go with you to where God has for you, or the next level, or, the next level of things. You have to learn to be able to let people go. I contacted people that I hadn't talked to in a long time, and I didn't explain to them the details of everything, but majority of the people that know me knew that I was in a very controlling, unhealthy, abusive relationship, and a lot of people that I knew were also in the same type of relationship, so they pretty much knew what it was. And the people that loved me and that accepted me and understood took me back with open arms, and then the ones that didn't. But it's okay, because at this point in my life, I am like my shirt. This is no justice, no peace. And I cut the sleeves because it was like a crew neck. It was a crew neck, and I have to be extra, so I cut the part here and made it just like a little cute little sleeveless thing. And it was actually a t-shirt, and I tied it. See? So, I don't know. I'm always making something a little cute because that's just me. I'm just very girly. I mean, this is like around the house clothes, but I still try to look cute every day just for myself because it's just how I am. Like, I've been like that majority of my life. I mean, when I was younger, I was a tomboy, tomgirl, but once I got like a little older, I got more. Jalen, get down. Get down. I don't want you standing on there. You're gonna break it. But anyway, I've been going too long already, and it didn't cut off. So let me get to my point. Let me bring it home. Let me bring it back. Okay. Let me calm down. So anyway, the whole point of what I'm trying to say is that you are your best friend first. You know yourself more than anybody. Some of us, when we go through things, people give us advice based upon what they know about what we're telling them, but they may not know the whole story, so they may not really know how to advise us or how to help us. You know the real. You know the real story. You know the real story. You know the real story. Okay? So whether you want to admit it or not, you have to be real with yourself about what's going on, about what happened. That's why I'm saying I'm being real with myself. Something in me was broken to where I accepted unacceptable behavior. As a queen, as a queen conscious woman, like R.C. Blake says, because I listen to him like all day, along with Dr. Miles Monroe, the late Dr. Miles Monroe, who was just so dynamic, so influential, so powerful, and just so wise, But anyway, as a queen conscious woman and as a woman of God, a child of God, I realized that there is so much value and worth to me. And I literally allowed someone who had no direction, no ambition, no goals, aspirations. Jalen, no throwing, Papa. Not nice. Can you put it in the garbage, please? He's taking advantage. Put it in the garbage. Come give mommy kisses. And cheat the mommy. Careful. I love you. I love you. Hi, Tahila. Yeah.
Say bye.
Say bye. Oh, you want me to end? He wants me to end now. What did I say?
Oh, no, don't say bye.
Jalen, put it in the garbage now. You're gonna make me upset. That's not nice. You throwing stuff on purpose. Here, Mama.
No.
You wanna see Tahila? I'm sorry, you guys. Like I said, I am a mom, so this is going to happen. You're just gonna have to accept me. You're just gonna have to accept me for who I am. Jalen, that's not for you. Look.
Tia.
Say hi, Mama. She's got food on her face because she's eating. Say hi. To Snuggles.
Tia.
Snuggles, Snuggles, Snuggles. Snuggles, Snuggles, Snuggles. So Snuggles, Snuggles, Snuggles. I tried to put her into pigtails. Tried, failed miserably. Hi. Hi. But yes, Papa. Hey, be careful! Don't do that. Yes. I like your truck. What color is this?
Truck.
What color? God bless you. What color?
Truck.
What color is the truck? You said pink? No, it's red. It does look pink though. Don't write that on there because it's dirty, my love. Anyway, so I'm gonna probably have to wrap this up because he's getting bored with what he's watching. Oh no! You made a mess! Did you make a mistake? Did you make a mistake? What can we do? Can we clean up? Jalen, I just washed that. Clean it up, please.
Whoa.
My back hurts.
Ow.
Well, I'm not gonna confess. I'm not gonna confess that, but I've been having a lot of back issues, so it's been really hard for me to sleep, especially in the bed here. Hold on one second. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I just had to. You want to get out? I'm taking Tahila out. So just give me a minute. She just spit up.